The Galactic Council chambers hummed with the low vibration of 1,000 different species, each contributing their own unique frequency to the cosmic symphony. At the center of the vast amphitheater, the Eternal Collective held court, their crystalline forms refracting the ambient light into prismatic displays that had mesmerized lesser species for millennia. "Behold," proclaimed Zixthera, the collective's primary speaker, her voice resonating through bioacoustic translators. "We have conquered death itself. For 7 million years we have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. We have seen stars born and die. We are eternal, unchanging, perfect." Murmurs of awe rippled through the assembly. The Vorthak delegation clicked their mandibles in appreciation. The gaseous nebulari shifted their forms in what passed for applause among their kind. Even the proud Draconian Empire, with their 1,000-year lifespans, inclined their great heads in grudging respect. But in the far corner of the chamber, barely visible among the towering alien forms, sat the newest member of the Galactic Council, humanity's representative, Dr. Sarah Chen. Her small frame was dwarfed by the magnificent beings around her, yet she sat perfectly still, her dark eyes fixed on the Eternal Collective with an expression that was unreadable. "Tell us, young species." Zixthera's attention fell upon the human delegation. "What wisdom can you offer? Your kind has existed for mere moments in the cosmic scale. Your individuals live for less than a standard galactic century. What could you possibly understand about eternity?" The chamber fell silent. Every sense or eye and consciousness turned toward the human section. Dr. Chen rose slowly, her movements deliberate and measured. She wore no ceremonial robes, no technological enhancements, no biomodifications, just a simple black suit that seemed to absorb the light around her. "May I tell you a story?" she asked, her voice quiet but carrying clearly through the translator network. Zixthera's crystalline form flickered with what might have been amusement. "By all means, brief creature. Entertain us with your fleeting wisdom." Dr. Chen stepped forward into the central speaking area. Once there was a warrior. He lived on a small planet, in a small kingdom, during a small war that lasted only 10 years. He was not particularly strong, not particularly clever. He made mistakes. He loved unwisely. He died young, struck down in battle before he could see his son grow to manhood. The alien assembly waited, expecting more. When the human remained silent, Zixthera spoke. "That is tragic, I suppose. But what does this brief spark of existence matter in the grand scheme of eternity?" Dr. Chen smiled, and something in that expression made several species shift uncomfortably. That warrior's name was Achilles. He died over 3,000 years ago. Today, children on Earth still hear his story. They dream of his courage, learn from his flaws, aspire to his heroism. His name is carved into our literature, our art, our very souls. He achieved something your Eternal Collective, for all its 7 million years, has never managed. And what is that? Short-lived one. He became immortal. The chamber erupted in confused chatter. The Eternal Collective's forms flickered rapidly, their equivalent of agitation. Dr. Chen continued, her voice growing stronger. "You speak of witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, but you have never built one. You have watched stars be born and die, but you have never created a star. You are eternal, yes, but you are also irrelevant." The word hung in the air like a blade. You see, immortality isn't about the length of existence, it's about the depth of impact. You have existed for millions of years, but when you are finally gone, the universe will forget you in an instant, because you never changed anything. You never sacrificed anything. You never risked anything. Zixthera's voice carried a new edge. "We have accumulated knowledge, witnessed the cosmos. But you have never used that knowledge to create something greater than yourselves," Dr. Chen interrupted. "We humans discovered something you never could. The secret to true immortality lies not in preserving the flesh, but in transcending it. Every human who has ever lived has carried within them the potential to become eternal, not through extended existence, but through meaningful impact." She gestured to the assembly. "You want to know the difference between us? I'll show you. Right now, on Earth, there are billions of humans who will never see the stars, who will live and die on that small blue world. But among them, there is a teacher inspiring the next generation of scientists, a parent teaching their child to be brave, an artist creating something that will touch souls centuries from now, a scientist working to cure diseases they themselves will never live to see eliminated." The chamber had grown completely silent. Each of them understands what you cannot, that immortality is not about living forever. It's about creating something worth remembering forever. It's about building a legacy so powerful that death becomes irrelevant. Dr. Chen's voice dropped to barely above a whisper, yet every being in the chamber heard her clearly. You bragged of immortality. But we humans discovered something far more powerful. We learned how to make gods mortal and mortals divine. We learned how to kill legends and birth new ones from their ashes. We learned that true immortality isn't about never dying. It's about never being forgotten. She looked directly at Zixthara. When the last star burns out and the universe grows cold, when your crystalline forms finally crumble to dust, the echoes of human stories will still be reverberating through reality itself. Because we understood the ultimate truth. Immortality isn't about existing forever. It's about mattering forever. The human representative returned to her seat, leaving the vast chamber in stunned silence. The Eternal Collective's forms had dimmed considerably, their prismatic displays now seeming somehow smaller. In the following days, several species would quietly approach the human delegation, not seeking technology or trade agreements, but something far more valuable. They wanted to learn how to tell stories, how to build legacies, how to achieve the kind of immortality that transcended mere existence. And in the depths of space on a small blue world, children continued to dream of heroes long dead, keeping their spirits alive in the only way that truly mattered, in the endless, undying realm of human memory and imagination. The Eternal Collective had lived for 7 million years, but humanity had learned something they never could: how to make those years count.